two different chases. I mean, both teams have lost, ended up. One team didn't have enough wickets at the end. They just got bowled out in a game where they shouldn't have. And then you had the other side, where I thought it was difficult to get to that total. But, the difficult part was from 7 to 14, which actually they played brilliantly. And, they got into a stage, but just didn't use their resources.
They went on a 3-hour drive, but only went for 2 hours and then decided they didn't want to go there, so they turned around and went back home.
Yeah, exactly.
They never tried.
Yeah.
It seemed that way, that they never actually tried to get there. I know that sounds silly, but...
Yeah, no, I think what I've been seeing is I think most teams have already got a number before the game starts, that this is what we're looking at. I mean, those two guys lost even last night. If you look at Rajasthan Royals.
batting first?
Look at Rajasthan Royals and look at their side. What did they get to? And they weren't chasing a number. They'd already had a number in my mind, it looks like. Because if you have a side and you have, Ben Stokes and Jofra Archer, players like that, and you not use them with their batting, and I can understand if you've lost wickets and there's a difference in how you'll have to play. But when you get to over number 10, 12, and you have these guys in your heart,
including Gautam. Gautam's hit a couple of big shots.
One name, I'm saying
had a lot
all
of
teams.
Yeah.
You got to use your resources on that particular day because you can't carry them. I mean, there's no two battings in the next game.
Yeah.
This is all that you got. You got 120 balls. This is the best, whatever the best that you have, got to put out there in the middle. And there will be days you'll lose a game, but that's okay. But if you've not used your players, you've not got in, how do you,
You know what it is?
It's your word, optimizing of the resources.
It's not a data pack from Jio, Airtel or Vodafone that you carry it on for next month, right?
No.
You got to use all your data this month, otherwise it's gone.
Be 8 for 160.
Yeah.
Don't be 3 for 140.
Yeah.
Or chasing and be 2 down. And still 15 or 20 short.
Yeah.
Be 9 down. If you're 10 short and 9 down, nobody's going to say anything because you've had a go. You've actually tried to get there. But
did this also happen in Chennai? I have one
down.
question though. Did this happen in Chennai as well? That because of fielding for 20 overs in that heat afternoon game on a Saturday, Punjabi had Sarfaraz and Rahul batting, and especially Sarfaraz, it just seemed like he ran out of steam. Either the engine was just heating up.
Professional cricketers.
Fair point.
It's only 40 overs. It's not like you're playing 100 overs in this heat. I mean, guys travel here all the time. Teams travel to India all the time. Teams travel to Dubai. They travel to, no longer Pakistan, but they travel to Bangladesh where it's hot.
Yeah.
India's not the only place that gets hot, and these guys are traveling there all the time. I mean, they should be fit enough to get through 40 overs in heat. I mean, they'll give 2.5 minute breaks.
Yeah.
They get plenty of fluid on board beforehand and afterwards.
Yeah.
I'm not going to make an excuse unless some guy goes out and gets 120 and runs, 15 singles and 22s.
Yeah.
And then I'll say, well, that's fair. You're probably dehydrated. You might lose a lot of fluid during that time. But I'm not having,
So maybe then
for a guy making 55 or 60.
Maybe then that's a comment on Sarfaraz, who it looks like he's got a bit of baby fat on him.
He certainly has, and I think the only reason why he's not playing for the franchise that he was in the last year was his fitness. I don't think anybody doubted his skills to play. Virat Kohli is very particular about his team.
Virat would not take that baby fat.
He would not take that, and I think what Virat probably actually conveyed a message to him by not retaining him and things like that, and he hasn't got the message. I mean, for not just for franchise cricket, but for if he wants to play for India or wherever he wants to play. Now even franchise cricket's professional cricket. Like he said, you're professional cricketers. You're expected to come there with a certain physical fitness. Yes, you need to score runs and take wickets, but the basic is that you got to be fit enough to be running around because this is a sport and it's a physical sport.
Yeah,
he's very good mentally. The other thing could be is that after he scored those number of runs, just because he's a young man, and I'm not trying to defend him here. You look at a couple of other games as well. I'm just looking. You saw one Rajasthan last night. There was a game where AB de Villiers also played till the end and they didn't get to a total.
Yeah.
Mumbai.
Maybe there is a trend, maybe, I don't know because I've not been part of these teams, that there is too much emphasis on planning.
Yeah.
Whereas when when we played sport, yes, there was planning and that also went wrong sometime. But it was the guys in the middle who would, look at a total and say, look, I think we should get to this stage, or this bowler's coming, or I think everything's coming from outside. You being told this is the total we're looking at over number 12, because I heard one of the interviews of one of the captains, and I think it was Ashwin at the end, and asked, what happened? He says, no, we were okay till over number 12 or 14. How do you have an over number 12 that you're going to be okay with?
Yeah, we were on track.
Yeah, how does that track work?
And the timeouts, yes, I understand them, and they're more of a drinks break and making sure that players are hydrated. I get that. But, I mean, I saw Ashish Nehra running around the boundary talking to everyone the other day.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not sure that you've got 2 timeouts for coaches to have their say. Do you need coaches running around the boundary? I understand players running around taking drinks to other players, but should coaches be allowed out of that dugout and running around the boundary talking to their bowlers? I'm not sure. I mean, the coaches can't run out and talk to their batsmen.
Yeah. Fair
So I don't know whether coaches...
Some do. Not
in the middle of the game.
during the game.
No, in the middle of the game.
Strategic
yeah, strategic timeout. I got no problem with that.
Or send a water bottle out.
Coaches, yeah.
Or send some gloves out.
Yeah, no issues with that. But I don't know whether the coaches should be allowed to leave that box until dugout time. Maybe that's something that could be looked at as well to sort of keep the game flowing.
Yeah, this is just, I mean, Ajay's been saying this for days now. Is there so much over-reliance on planning that sometimes instinctively players are not playing? Like, if I have 12 runs in this over, I know I can get, but I only need to get 8 because that's the plan.